Hi, welcome to another video. So, some days ago, I covered how you can do super fast AI coding with SambaNova, and it turned out great because we could code with SambaNova using Aider or ClaudeDev and get some impressive results. But recently, I noticed that a new competitor has emerged, and this time, it's Cerebras. Now, Cerebras has been around for a while, and they recently added Llama 3.1. More recently, they launched their API. Let's talk a bit about Cerebras first, and then we'll check out the API. Cerebras is similar to Groq. They have their own proprietary inference servers and chips that allow them to generate responses really fast. They claim that it can generate about 1,800 tokens per second for Llama 3.18b and 450 tokens per second, which is relatively higher than Groq. Let's try out both providers side by side and see for ourselves. So, this is Groq here, and this is Cerebras. Let's send a simple message here. Okay, you can see there's a noticeable difference between both platforms' speed. I'm using the 8B model here, but we can also switch to the 72B model. If I send it here, you can see that it is faster than Groq in this respect as well. So, Cerebras is indeed faster. But there's something else that makes it more interesting, and that's their free API. Their API is OpenAI compatible, similar to Groq, and it's also free, just like Groq. However, the rate limits for Cerebras are actually much better than Groq. You get about 30 requests per minute, 900 requests per hour, and about 14,000 requests per day, which is just awesome. In addition, you can also generate up to 1 million tokens in a day, which is pretty good. Currently, it only supports Llama 3.18b and 70b, which is a little underwhelming, but it's fine considering the free API and higher rate limits. Also, many people ask me which is the best model to use and things like that. So, for that, I've uploaded a video for my channel members where you can watch and see which models I like to use for each size. There are a ton of videos apart from this as well, and I keep adding videos regularly. So, consider becoming a member of my channel. It starts at just $5, and it also supports the channel. All memberships from $5 to $50 give you access to the content. So, choose a membership that suits your budget and get some cool content to watch while supporting the channel. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Today, I'll be showing you how you can use the Cerebras API with Continue, ClaudeDev, and Aider. This way, you'll have a tutorial to configure it with most coding assistants you may want to use. So, let's get started. First of all, we'll need to get the API key to use it. So, let's go to Cerebras. The first time you enter, it will ask you to join a waitlist. It asked me the same, but as soon as I joined the waitlist, I got access after like 10 minutes. So, I guess it's just automated to limit user onboarding, but in any case, you should get access within a day. Once you're here, just create your API key, copy it, and keep it in a safe place, because we'll need it later. Now, let's configure Continue. First, go to VSCode, search for ContinueDev, and get it installed. Once installed, open it up, and you'll see this interface. There have been some updates to Continue, which, for some reason, have removed the OpenAI compatible option, but there's still a way to do it. Click the Add Model option here and select OpenAI. Once selected, choose any model here, and after that, enter the Cerebras API key. Now just add it. Once done, the model will be added, but we also need to change the model name and API base URL. To do that, click the Settings option. Here, add a new base URL element, input the Cerebras API URL, and change the model to Llama 3.170b. Once you've done that, you can start using it with Cerebras. You can chat, generate code, and more. I don't use continue for auto-completion anymore because SuperMaven does it pretty well and very fast for me. But you can also configure it with a local Llama model if you want. Many people ask me why I recommend continue when ClaudeDev and Aider can do almost everything, and I don't use it for auto-completion either. I recommend using continue for basic tasks that don't require multi-file editing. For example, if you have code and just want to do simple refactors, you can select a chunk of code and ask it to refactor, which is what I mostly use it for. Anyway, this setup makes chat and refactoring super fast, and for auto-completion, you can use SuperMaven for a super fast coding setup, or you can configure continue with a local model if you prefer. That's how you can use it. Now, let's configure it with ClaudeDev and Aider. First, install ClaudeDev. Once installed, open it up. Here, click the Settings option. This will open up a page. Select the OpenAI compatible option and enter the Cerebras base URL along with the model name and API key. Once you've entered that, save it. Now, we can start using it. Let's ask it to make a simple Minesweeper game using HTML, CSS, and JS. Let's send it and see. Okay, it's doing that now. Let's wait a bit. And it's now done. By the way, this is not edited, it's really this fast. It literally generated this as soon as I sent the prompt. You can see it has generated the code here. This is super cool. Let's run it and see. Okay, here it is, and it looks pretty good. This is super cool and super fast, especially considering it's free. So, that's how you can use it with ClaudeDev. Now let me show you how to use it with Aider as well. First, go to the terminal and install Aider if you haven't already. Once installed, we can use it pretty easily. Now, set up the Cerebras base URL as an environment variable like this. Once that's done, we'll also need to set up the API key. Enter the API key, and once you do that, we can start using it. To use it, start Aider with the Llama 3.1 model. Once started, we can give it a command, and it can do that. Let's ask it to create a simple to-do app using HTML, CSS, and JS. Let's send it and see. Okay, it's done. Let's run it and see as well. This looks pretty good. This is really cool to use. I think this is an amazing option to use these tools for free and get a good number of features out of it. The rate limits are also good, and you can actually see how much rate limit you're using in their panel, which is cool. I would have liked it if the 405B model was available, but I think this is good too. You can use the SambaNova API key for the 405B model and Cerebras for the 70B, and differentiate the rate limits to have better usability overall. So, that's a really good option. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, consider donating to my channel through the Super Thanks option below, or you can also consider becoming a member by clicking the Join button. Also, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.